Look at the presentation and the detail. I mean, what I like most about this bottle is like it's slender on the sides. Like you can almost grip it. You see that? Like it's slender. So it fits right in your hand. It's not one of those big bottles where you're trying to spray it and you have to do your hand in that uncomfortable position to hold it while it sprays. No, 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 no. I mean, the cap, I love the cap. It's not magnetic, but it twists on. And of course, the atomizer works great. You get a lot of juice from this thing.
Yo, they try to tell me that I'm tripping, got the mind of a winner. You don't know the difference, see the hate up in your eyes, little buddy, what you sipping? Oh, you think I'm out of bounds? Then go ahead, blow the whistle, I can't help but turn the heat up. Let 'em watch me sizzle, try to figure me out, that's a complicated riddle. Got an outside game and I still can...
Blessings and salutations, people of Earth and my intergalactic travelers. My name is Cedric, but feel free to call me Ceddy Ced, Cedalicious, or Ced Daddy. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm just glad that you're alive and we're experiencing this journey together. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for clicking. You've done your part. Now it's time for me to do my part, and that's to keep you here. So you either click because you're interested in this fragrance review, or you're just interested in some of me. Either or, I'm just glad you're here, baby. So first and foremost, you don't come into someone's house without saying hi, do you? Of course not. So make sure you hit that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content, and leave me a comment because I want to talk to every single last one of you that sees this. Interaction is key, right? So let's get right into this thing. So if you're new here, the way I do things is that I give you an overview from the perfumer standpoint, which includes the year it was released, the inspiration behind it, the notes, and then I go into my review of it. So from top, middle to the bottom notes, my experiences with it, the projection and the longevity that I received, and how I style it. Presentation, it was already shown. Look at this gold boy. It is so beautiful. Now, this is Armani Code Gold Absolu for men. This was launched in 2020. They categorize it as a Oriental spicy. And the notes behind this is, I don't want to butcher it, but I believe it's Antoine Masando or Masando. Top notes, mandarin orange and green apple. I'm going to be totally transparent with you guys. It is hard to pick up those notes because this fragrance is a tonka bomb. Now, I'm jumping the gun here. Tonka is listed in the base notes. However, anyone who's familiar with the Code line from Giorgio Armani knows it's a tonka bomb. That's the signature, is the tonka. The tonka can be overwhelming. It is overpowering. And you're going to get a lot of that from the initial spray. You do get the mandarin orange though, but I get more of the green apple. To me, it reminds me of one of those green apple caramel suckers you used to buy for like 25 cents from the store. You do get the mandarin orange. It's not heavy at all. Like I said, you get more of the green apple sucker feel just because the green apple and then the sweetness from the tonka give this fragrance life. Middle notes, iris and saffron. Now you can detect the iris and saffron. You won't right away. To me, I got the iris and the saffron once it started to settle down, mainly through my clothes. So since it's cold here in Phoenix, surprisingly, I'm wearing long sleeves, right? And I wore long sleeves yesterday and I sprayed it here. My favorite spots to spray it. And I would say within 3 hours, I started getting the floral scent. Now, I didn't get it from my skin, but I did get it from my clothing. Now, maybe it's my brain and my nose. They do this like smell association thing. So whenever I smell floral, I smell washing detergent. Like if you look at washing detergent, it's always floral. Check it out. I'm not even kidding. Now, I wouldn't classify this as a floral scent, even though Fragcom may do it for like a spring list because it has iris and saffron in it. I just wouldn't because of the tonka bean. And now let's go ahead and jump right into the base notes since we're on tonka bean. Base notes, tonka bean, benzoin, gaiac wood, and cedar. I've said it about 3 times already. Tonka is the main play here. This just rules this fragrance, man. It's a tonka bomb. But again, all code lines are tonka bombs. You do get the benzoin. You do get that vanilla vibe. It's not a sweet vanilla. It is a masculine vanilla, surprisingly. It's kind of like what I believe, is it just Absolute? I have another fragrance from the code line. I'll go ahead and put that here as well. But it gives me that masculine vanilla or benzoin, not that, feminine vanilla that you get in a lot of vanilla based fragrances, in my opinion. That's why I really don't go for the vanillas. But back into the notes, you do get the woods, the gaiac wood. Yeah, I think that's the main wood in here. The cedar, I don't really get that much. I mean, you can, because this isn't one of those linear scents. This thing does progress through the day. So you're going to get the citrus of the mandarin orange, but you're not going to get a lot of it, but you're going to experience it, right? Same thing with the green apple, same thing with the florals. And that's exactly what the base notes, because the base notes is what you're going to get when this thing starts to dry down. You're going to get a ton of tonka bean and a ton of benzoin. The longevity and the projection on this thing is beastly, guys. It is beastly. If you're looking for something that's going to last you an entire day, this is going to last you an entire day. And I'm not just talking about 8+ hours. I'm talking about if you spray it on at 8 a.m. and for some odd reason you don't shower, the next day, this thing is still going to be going strong. It is powerful. Same with the projection. Everyone's going to smell it. You can even smell this through your mask. I was in Best Buy yesterday to be exact. We called the guy over to help us with the computers because at the bottom, you can see if it's in stock or not. It wasn't in stock. So we're like, hey, we need help. Do you have this? Blasey, blasey, blasey. When he came over for the first 3 minutes, he stood next to me. And it was me and my old lady. He stood next to me, right? And I can see his head going into the direction where I applied it, which is pretty much behind the ears and the back of the neck. He would do one of these to me. What'd you like, sir? This being my head, Is there anything you want? He was doing one of those. It was kind of funny, So, I mean, everyone's going to smell this thing. When to wear this? It was a tough wear for me. I'll be honest with you guys, which I'll get more into in the next segment. But it's a sweet monster bomb. So, I mean, you can wear it to work. I think it's work friendly. I mean, it depends on the workplace, because I've worked in environments where you see the signs and it's like no colognes or no fragrances, and you're like, oh, dang, I definitely wouldn't wear this in any type of situation like that. I can definitely see it being a night out. I think it's crowd pleasing. Everyone's going to like it. It's very, very sweet. It's going to get attention. It can be sexy. Yeah, I wouldn't wear this on a close encounter at all. Like I said, maybe a date, or, if there's someone in a group setting you're trying to impress, I would wear this. Close encounters, no. One-on-ones, no. Gym, definitely not. This is a good crowd pleaser. Wherever there's a lot of people, a wedding, not so much a meeting, but maybe a workshop of that nature. If you want to capture attention and it gets that. It's going to do that. Now, you've made it to the part of the video where I just keep it real. No reviews, no influences, just my experience with the fragrance. So, I haven't had experience with this fragrance per se. I had the other one that had the black top. It's not the gold edition. This is the gold edition. So, just pretty much Armani Code Absolu. I really like that one. It has the black top. It had a boozy scent to me, and it was sweet, and I liked it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on the list, and I'm going to get it one day. Well, being online, I saw that someone in the fragrance community had listed, hey, Armani has a sale going on today. If you buy one, you get another fragrance free. Bam, hopped on it. right? Now, I believe if you bought Armani Instinct Absolute, that's what it is. So I bought that one, and this one came with it free. So I was like, deal. I was like, I smelled this one before. I like it. I definitely like this one or the other one. So it arrived, and I immediately noticed that it wasn't the same one. And I'm like, darn it. So sprayed on, and it was just too sweet for me, man. I'm not a big sweet guy at all. Maybe it's due to my frame. Maybe it's my lifestyle. So pretty much I'm 6'3", 270 pounds. I can't walk around smelling like benzoin and tonka bean all day. That's just not my personality. I think when people come up to me, the first thing they want to see is if I smell good, because I'm kind of large. They don't want to see if I smell sweet. And then when I get with a woman, they don't expect me to smell sweet like them either. So that's just my experiences. Like I said, this is the part where I'm 100 with you guys. So it was a tough wear for me. Like, dressing this up, I just didn't feel professional enough. Like I said, on dates, it's too overpowering. I don't think anyone's going to really get close to you wearing this fragrance. Like I said, this can be smelled through a mask. Like, I think if the guy didn't have the mask on at Best Buy, he probably would have stood further away from us, to be totally 100 with you guys, maybe. But I think with the mask on, it kind of lessened the projection of it, because he had to get whiffs of it through the mask. And it was like, oh, that smells good. I couldn't wear this around the house. I didn't like it at first. And then once I started doing my research, I started seeing that it had a citrus note in it, with the green apple and the mandarin orange. And like I said, I didn't pick that up to begin with. It actually took a cold and rainy day for me to experience this the right way, which was yesterday. It was raining like crazy here in Arizona. And I think because of the wind, maybe because it was windy and damped, it kind of gave me the different nuances of this fragrance, where I can detect different things, to where any other day in Arizona, it's going to be a dry 80, 90 degrees on average. I always say it's 100, and it's almost like that. But yeah, I would definitely buy this if you're looking for something crowd pleasing. If you're going to be around a lot of people and you want attention, this is definitely the way to go. It is definitely going to do that. If you want something new in the collection, it was released in 2020. Also, I mean, just look at the design. Look at the color of it. I think it's worth having in your collection if you're a collector. But I think if you're looking for a fragrance, like a signature scent, this may not be it at all. If you're looking for a work scent, this may not be it at all. If you're looking for something to chill around the house, this may not be something at all. But if you definitely want some attention and you want those compliments, this is the one for you. So I would like to thank you for making it this far. I want to go ahead and say again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you leave the comment. I need to get these analytics up, baby. We got to get this all over YouTube. That being said, I'm just glad that you're alive at the same time I am. We are co-creating a magnificent universe, and your vibe attracts your tribe.